I've always loved Oban, loved coming here, and on a day like today, you couldn't wish to be anywhere better. Campaigning wise, it's been better than I could ever have hoped for. We were up in Soraba this morning. The response was remarkable, really quite remarkable. There's just been a cultural change in Scotland where the SNP are seen as being Scotland's party, as seen as being the people who will defend Scotland, and it's seeped into the psyche. And I must admit, it's not something I ever imagined I'd see. I always remember Jim Sillars saying way back in the 1980s when we were having a really torrid time of things, Jim always used to say that when the Labour vote goes, it'll fall like the walls of Jericho. And I couldn't really understand what he meant, but I think that's what we're living through now. It is that walls of Jericho, it is collapsing. I think there's a demand for change, and I think there's the recognition that only the SNP can actually provide that change. I wouldn't insult people's intelligence by saying that every single person is signed up to every single part of the SNP plan, but what they can see is that things have to change politically within United Kingdom, and the SNP are the vehicle for change in Scotland, and it is about bringing power back to Scotland. People are saying, right, we've looked at the arguments, we can understand what the arguments are, and the SNP are the ones who are best placed to deliver the change we want. The worst thing that could happen, and my biggest fear, is that people believe the polls, that people think that this is job done. I've said from day one that the polls are indicative of what can happen if we do the work. I think that the last 3 weeks are the most critical part of any election campaign. We have taken ourselves almost to the top. We're almost at the top of the hill, and it would be crying shame if we were to become complacent, believe it was job done, and we weren't to get this. Remind everybody of the pain that we felt on the 19th of September, and let's never go through that again. And so let's work and work again for the next 3 weeks.